Hello and welcome to 2024. This is Jerry, our new kitten. We got her in October, or really she found us. And I'm Stephanie, and this is Steph Time. And today I'm going to share with you everything that I made in 2023. All right, I know it's a little bit late, but don't be mad at me. But I wanted to make sure this video still came out for you guys to see so that you guys can be excited and inspired, hopefully, to make some really cool stuff in 2024. So as we move into 2024, one of my biggest goals this year is just to learn a little bit more about things that I'm interested in, which brings me to something I'm super excited about. Today's video is sponsored by Skillshare. Skillshare is an online community that offers tons of topics to delve into, from photography and video production to gardening and taking care of houseplants to UX design and even cooking. There really is something offered for everyone. One of the classes that really caught my eye was a class taught by Bernadette Banner. Now, if you've seen her on YouTube, you know she makes wonderful videos about traditional methods of garment making. And this video that Skillshare offers is Bernadette Banner's Hand Sewing Basics, Work Wonder with Fabric, Needle, and Thread. So much of my sewing is done by machine, so I thought that this course would be a really nice way to slow down and appreciate the traditional ways of hand sewing a garment. So I'm really excited to delve into that. Now, Skillshare also offers learning paths, which are a curated selection of classes that are meant to be taken together, build upon each other, for you to learn in depth more about topics. And some classes that really piqued my interest and I think that you would really like are Take Your Knitting to the Next Level by Brandy Harper, as well as Sew Custom Clothing from Scratch by Robin Burgess, who I happen to know in real life. With that being said, Skillshare is an online learning community that I'm so happy I joined. I hope that you join along with me and delve into a topic that interests you. There's nothing quite like investing in yourself. So the first 500 people that use my link down in the bio to sign up for Skillshare will get your first month free. So please join along with me and let's jump into what I made in 2023. So in comparison to other years, and if you've seen my other what I made in 2021, 2022 videos, I had a bit of a higher output. Now let's talk about that, because first of all, we really shouldn't be trying to make the most things possible. And I wanted to focus a little bit more on making pieces that would really last in my wardrobe. And I also shifted focus a little bit more this year because I bought a house and I released a sewing pattern in May. Let's start with what I knit this past year. Now, don't get mad at me. I don't hang my knits. This is just for display purposes, and I just hung it up right before I pressed record. So don't worry. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, don't hang your knits. It'll stretch out the shoulders. Okay, let's start with these socks. These are the Everyday Socks by Petite Knit, and I use self-striping yarn by Ice Yarns that I purchased online. They look like they took a lot more effort than they actually did because the yarn was self-striping, which means that I didn't have to change colors to do this color work. It was just already dyed in the yarn. So super happy with these. It is a like wool nylon mix, I believe. So they have a little bit more durability over time, though they have already started pilling, but I think that they are so cute. I usually like to have a small project on some needles. So these socks were 7 or 8 months in the making. I think they turned out super cute. If you have been watching any of my other videos recently, you know that I just can't stop talking about the sweater, and I also can't stop wearing it. This is the Stripe Overload Polo. It is a knitting pattern by Spectacle Strick, and my cat just attacking. No, Jerry, stop. I used Hobie's Kid Silk as well as Hobie's Friends Wool to knit up this entire sweater. Now this was pretty easy to do in terms of like, there wasn't a lot of complicated color work or anything like that. The striping was pretty easy to do, but wow, it is so warm. It is so cozy, and I just think it looks really sophisticated. So I'm really, really happy with this knit. It made me feel confident to move into knitting a larger sweater like this because I wear it a lot. I love it in my wardrobe, and the colors I picked are just very me. So love this pattern. I love this sweater. 10 out of 10 would knit again. The last thing I knit was this here scarf. Now I made this for a video that I still have not posted This scarf is really cool. I just haven't had a chance to wear it that much. I don't find myself reaching for it because these are just not my colors. Now you might be asking yourself, Stephanie, why did you knit a scarf in these colors if they're not your colors? And that would be because I was filming a brand deal and I wanted some colors that really showed up nicely on camera. Will you guys let me know if you think it's cool or if you think it's lame? Because I'm quite unsure. I think it's now or never because it's about to be warm again. Do I give it a go? I know like long chunky knit scarves are in, which is why I made it. But I don't know how I feel about the colors. So please let me know down below. What do you think? And that video on how I made the scarf will be out soon, so don't worry. All right, so in May, I released my second garment pattern. It is the Steph Time side tie top. And this is one of the samples I made. It's also the one I made through my Sew Along With Me video for view B of that pattern. Now this is a top that ties at the sides. It is quilted and technically reversible. And I really, really love this one. It's easy to layer. I made it out of the same quilt that I made a jacket out of. So got some matching pieces in my closet, not letting any of that quilt go to waste. Jerry. Oh God. If you're interested in buying it, I will have a link down in the description below. This is definitely one of my favorite things to layer. I can wear it by itself. I can layer it for added warmth and style in cooler weather. So I'm really happy I made it. It's already gotten a lot of wear in my closet. Now, since we're on the topic of things I made in 2023, the sewing pattern was a big make of last year. It was so fun to make and so fun to release. So if you're one of those people who bought my pattern and made it in 2023, thank you so much. And in 2024, I'm trying to release more patterns for you guys. So if there's a pattern of something that I've made or a type of garment you'd like to see from me in 2024, make sure to leave it down in the comment below. And yeah, because you guys are hopefully the people that will be enjoying those patterns. So it really matters a lot to me what you guys are interested in. So definitely let me know. All right, so last Valentine's Day, I did make a little Valentine's Day set. I used the Steph Time side tie top for the top pattern. Now this is also reversible, but I did a little heart cutout here, which is so fun, and I used ribbons as the ties. I have a whole video series, a 2-part video series about this top and the pants I'm about to show you. So if you're interested in seeing a little bit more about how I made these pieces, definitely go and check that out. All right, these are the pants. I use the Persephone pants by Anna Allen Clothing. Now that has heart cutouts down the side, it's really hard to see when it's hanging up. So I will show you guys in a photo right here. This matching set just turned out so cute. It's definitely something I could see myself wearing again. As I'm recording this, it's almost Valentine's Day, so maybe I will break it out again, who knows. All right, this next piece is a piece I wore all summer. It was so comfortable to wear, so breathable, matched with everything, and I loved the colors of it. And this is the Gilbert top by Helen's Closet. Now I have a ton of videos on my Instagram about how I perfected the fit of this shirt. I do think it's pretty great out of the gate, so no worries there, but I have made quite a few modifications to the fit for the way I like it, and I added this really cute tag. It's like a dog. Now this fabric is a double gauze, double-sided gingham fabric that Atelier Brunette kindly sent to me. I really do love this fabric. It's super breathable. It, for being double gauze, does not like crinkle up too much, which makes it really great for garments. And I just think it turned out super duper lovely. And I got a lot of wear out of it last year, and I'm sure I will wear it a lot this coming summer. All right, this past summer I went to Scotland with my best friend, and for a summer trip it was actually quite chilly. So I made her and I some matching penny pullovers, which is my other sewing pattern. So this is the one I made for myself, and this was made with Icy Fabrics. French terry, yeah. And I got the matching ribbing, which turned out super nice. But yeah, this is my other sewing pattern. I ended up modifying the sleeves a little bit to be a little bit tighter fitting to the body because the pattern itself is quite oversized. So yeah, it turned out great. And here is what hers looked like We got to frolic around the Highlands and Isle of Skye in our matching penny pullovers. It was super cute and it did keep us quite warm. And if you would like to make yourself a penny pullover, I will have it linked down below for you to head on over to my site. Okay, another piece that I made for wearing in Scotland that I actually didn't get much wear out of in Scotland because it was a little bit too cold were these protea pants. They are made from a like vintage linen and these are so soft. I love them, but they get very wrinkled because they are linen. So I absolutely love them. They are a dream to wear in the summertime. I just think next time I would use a heavier weight linen. Yeah, I love this pattern in general because it's just makes a lovely, lovely wide leg pant. And out of the same vintage linen fabric, I made this Calvin top, which was released this past summer. And this top, ooh, I love it so much. It does the girls a favor. I love the crop, I love the ties. And this fabric works very well for this top because I was able to reinforce, you know, like interface this part. So it gives me a lot of nice structure. I do love this top quite a bit and I'm excited to make more of them. This one was the one I made for the testing of this pattern. And I mean, it was pretty awesome right out of the gate, so big fan. I didn't realize how many like matching sets I made in 2023. I mean, it's not really that many because it's only 2, I guess. But these are also kind of like matching, you know, matching vibes. Now into some fun things I made. I'm saving my personal favorite for last, so don't change that dial. One of the first things I made last year was this dress. This is just like a very sheer, celestial, it's like very soft tulle. I think when I was designing it, I wanted something with a little bit more body on it. So it was a little bit hard to get those gathers to feel very voluminous, but I liked it nonetheless. It just wasn't the right fabric for the job. I tried starching it. I tried doing a lot of different things short of completely changing the integrity of the fabric. But I think it turned out really nice. And I also wore it for Halloween. So I think it's pretty rare that you can make a garment, you know, quite this specific and be able to wear it again. So I'm very glad that I was able to do that. I also, one of the fun things that I did do was add a little bit of stiffer tulle here at the sleeves to give it a little bit more poof. So when I'm wearing it, I can kind of like poof it up, which does help. And it was a lot of fun to make. I think I sewed this up in one day. So that's pretty cool. All right, and last, but certainly not least, I present to you my Cher outfit. Now this looks crazy on the hanger, so I'm just gonna show you pictures of it. So I turned 30 in April and I made this outfit for a disco themed murder mystery party I hosted. And Cher was obviously the inspiration, as was Bob Mackie. And this fabric I got at the thrift store so many years ago, and pretty much all I had to buy for this project was the mirrored pieces, which I did apply individually. I also, again, like I was saying, it's very rare that you would find an instance in which to wear this again, but I did. I wore it to the New York City Frock Tales in person in New York City. It was a blast. But yeah, this was probably my favorite make of last year just because it was so fun. It was very outside of my comfort zone to make and wear because I drafted it completely from scratch, made the pattern, made adjustments, and a lot of double-sided sticky tape was used when wearing it. But so proud of it, and I hope that you guys like it. All right, I know that that was short and sweet, but that is everything that I made in 2023. We bought a house in May, so our time was very occupied with, you know, working on the house, working on the yard, all that stuff. But I hope that you are also interested in joining along for that journey. So make sure to subscribe if you want to see some house content, or if you want to see more content like this. I have plenty of other videos sharing what I've made in the past few years, as well as some things I'm excited to make. So make sure to subscribe and like this video if you enjoyed it. And thanks so much to Skillshare for sponsoring this video. If you guys would like to join me as we delve into learning about some topics that pique our interest this year in 2024, make sure to use the link below. The first 500 people to sign up will get 1 month free. So I will catch you guys in the next one. If you want to follow along for what's going on in my life, make sure to follow me on Instagram. I definitely post more regularly over there. And I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye. Say bye-bye.